Welcome back. The series continues tonight with a look at the process of tracking illegals at the border and just how much money is involved in the smuggling process, as some of the worst people in the world are getting very rich, thanks, of course, to these disastrous policies. Our border correspondent Jason Jones is live again in Alpine, Texas tonight with more. Jason.
Rob, good evening. You know, every day this week we've tried to bring you during this border invasion series a different aspect of the Biden administration's failed border policies. Well, tonight is no different. As we're going to show you how the Mexican cartels and alien smuggling organizations smuggle drugs and people through some of the roughest terrain along the southwest border. Take a look.
Okay, so we tracked it about 4 miles. We had them laid up in the brush right here, and we could see their layup spot right down here. They left a lot of trash and normal stuff, blankets, and anyways, we followed the tracks to right up here, and now we're gonna, you ready? So we have them take off their laces and their belt. They've already ran from us already. They know the game's over. Helicopter comes in. I'm a TFO with the Texas Department of Public Safety Aircraft Division, and I also do ground tracking. So this morning we got called out here to the Van Horn AOR. They had cut a group last night in this area. We this morning came out. We jump cut our Van Horn agents, and we were able to push up the sign just a little bit over 4 miles, right back in this saddle, these mountains right here, and we were able to track them out to a layup spot. Yeah, we stayed on the tracks, and we ended up with 7 individuals, from 2 from Honduras, 5 from Mexico. They stated that they'd paid $1,500 each to cross. They said it's hard to cross right now right here, the Mexican military. They said the Mexican military is back there, so the Van Horn agents took custody of the 7, and now we're ready to go roll again, so here we are.
Chief, violent crime in the United States is at unprecedented levels right now. And we've got people coming from across the world illegally entering the country who we have no idea who they are, and they're coming from all over the world. What do you want Americans sitting in their house right now watching you to know?
Well, I would want them to know that we have a real problem on our hands, you know, and that I'm a dad also. And I'm out here fighting for their kids and for my kids and for all of our families to protect them. And if we don't take the enforcement actions that we've been taking, and one pill of deadly fentanyl gets through, and that 13 and 14-year-old first-time drug user takes that pill and dies, she's not coming back. And that's the personal toll that it will take in an individual family, and has 100-something thousand times this year. That's what I want them to think about.
One thing I can tell you that Assistant Chief Holland knows very well is that what gets by him and his men here is impacting the rest of this country. And we got to see it, Rob, unfold real time today as they apprehended 3 La Línea drug traffickers at 4,800 feet in the air, literally on the side of a mountain in some of the roughest terrain along the southwest border here. And each of them admitted that they had been paid $1,000 to go over 40 miles into the United States, drop their drugs at Interstate 10 just outside Van Horn, and then return to Mexico. But I asked him, I said, Secretary Mayorkas says our border is secure. Take a listen to what he had to say about that. DHS Secretary Mayorkas says this border is closed. From what I'm seeing right here with these 3 drug smugglers, clearly that's not the case. Am I wrong?
This border is actually, the climate is actually perfect if you're a drug cartel operating in this country right now. The conditions for them and their business model couldn't be better. So when I hear this rhetoric about the border is closed, obviously it's not.
Obviously, it is not. And I can tell you, we have seized drugs almost every single day since Monday, since we've been here. And today's seizure is just another example of the failures at the southwest border. Rob, I'm going to say one last thing here, and that Commissioner Mark Morgan, I'm going to steal one of his lines here, and that is that when he says border security is truly national security, he's absolutely right. We see it down here on the ground.
It certainly
Back
is.
to you.
Yeah, Jason, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Good to see you again. Great report. The audio might have been a little low for you guys at home, but basically, you know, what he was saying was it's blatantly not closed. Anybody with 2 eyes can see that. And former